Student, today we will discuss a new chapter, motion. In our daily life, we observe the car moving on a road, bird fly, the motion of the blades of a fan, the motion of our hand, fishes swim. In space, atoms, molecules, planet, stars, galaxy are all in motion, and objects may appear to be moving for one person and stationary for other. For example, a man one on the earth, it is rest with respect to the earth, but he is in motion with respect to sun. Most of the motions are complex. Some objects may move in a straight line while the others take in a circular path. The some may rotate, some few other may oscillate. So now you can say that if a body change its position with respect to time and the surrounding, it's said to be motion. Motion and rest are always relative but never absolute. It means an object in one situation can be rest, but in other situation the same object can be in motion. For example, a person sitting in a house at rest with respect to the earth, but in the motion with respect to the other planet. Now in this slide we will discuss various terms related to motion. First point is reference point. A fixed point or a fixed object with respect to which its given body change its positions is known as reference point or origin. For example, let us assume that your school is 2000 meter in north of your home. In this case, we have specified the position of the school with respect to the home, and thus your home is the reference point. Now the second point is position. The position occupied by the object in space is known as position. At any instant, the distance of the particles from the origin, it is position with respect to origin, which can be negative or positive as seen from the origin. Now in this slide we will discuss scalar quantities and vector quantities. You should know that what is the scalar quantity and vector quantity. So first is scalar quantity, the physical quantity which we can associate only magnitude. For that is number of number, that is number. Magnitude means number. That is number are called scalar quantities. For example, mass, time, distance, speed, etc. These are scalar quantities. Why it is scalar quantity? Because it's required only a numbers like 10 kilogram. So it's have only a numeric value. Okay? Now the physical quantity with which we can associate magnitude, that is number as well as direction, are called vector quantity. For example, weight, displacement, velocity, force, etc. It's have a magnitude as well as direction also. Now we will discuss distance. The distance traveled by a body is the actual length of the path covered by it, irrespective of the direction in which the body travels. It is the scalar quantity, and it is the SI unit of distance is a meter. For example, suppose an object start its journey from O, origin from O. Now see in your slide, along the straight line OX, A, B, C are the positions of an object at a different instant of time. Let the object go from O to C and come back to B along the same straight line. the total path covered by the object equals to OC plus CB equals to 100 kilometers, and it's come back 40 kilometers. So now it will be 100 minus 40 equals to 60. So now in this way the total distance covered by the object will be 160 kilometer, and this is the distance traveled by the object. Now the second point is displacement. Topic is displacement. What is the displacement? You should know that when an object moves from one position to another, the shortest distance, that is the straight line between the initial position and final position of the body along with the direction, it's known as displacement. It is a vector quantity, and its SI unit is also meter. Now for example, suppose an object start from O. See in your slide, I have given a picture. Object start from O and travels 5 kilometers towards east, represented by OA, and 5 kilometers towards north, represented by AB, and 10 kilometers towards west, represented by BC. The distance traveled by the object in going from O to C equals to OA plus AB plus BC. So now in this way OA is equals to 5 kilometers, AB equals to 5 kilometers, and BC is 10 kilometers. The total distance covered by the object will be 20 kilometers. So now in this way the distance covered by the object will be 20 kilometers, but displacement will be, the displacement of the object is going from O to C. So now in this way the distance of O and C. So now in this way we get a triangle O and C. Okay. So now in this way we get the distance of OC by a Pythagoras equation. So now in this way we will get the distance or the length of the OC equals to 5 under root 2 kilometers. Now you should know that what is the distance or distinctions or differences between the distance and displacement. So first point, the distance is a scalar quantity having a magnitude only, and displacement is a vector quantity. Why vector quantity? Because it's have a magnitude as well as directions, and both have a same SI unit, meter. Now the distance traveled by the object in motion can never be zero or negative. The displacement of an object can be positive, zero or negative. Next point is when the final position of an object in motions coincide with the initial position, the displacement will be zero, but the distance traveled is not zero. The reverse is not true. That is, when the distance traveled is zero, the object may be at rest. Its displacement would be also zero. Now the next point, between the two given positions, that is initial position and final position, distance can have any value depending on the actual path followed, but displacement has only one value. That is, displacement is the shortest distance between initial position and final position of the object. Displacement does not depend upon the actual path followed by the body. Corresponding to a given displacement, and distance traveled may be larger than the displacement. However, when the motion of an initial position to final position is along a single straight line, distance traveled is equals to magnitude of displacement. In no case distance traveled can be less than the displacement. Okay. Now in this slide we have to mention the some formula and units, distance equals to always the actual path traveled by the object, and displacement the shortest distance between the initial position and final positions. When the final positions coincide with the initial position, displacement will be 0, but the distance equals to 0. Both the distance and displacement measure in meter, centimeter or kilometer. Okay, thank you dear.